Yo, what's good? TGB, man. It's your boy B, and I'm back on the video. And in today's video, I'm showing y'all how to beat man coverage. Now, y'all, I seen y'all enjoyed the cover 3 video I did, so I'm coming at y'all with another defensive coverage on how to beat it, man. Now, this video is probably gonna be a lot more simpler because it's like the coverage is literally black and white, man. But let's go ahead. First things first, we just gonna analyze the coverage and know what we're getting ourselves into, and understanding how people run man coverage and coverages and stuff like that, and know what points of to attack for against a man coverage. So let's go ahead and hop into that first. Alright, y'all boys, now here we have it. I'm on the defensive end just to display y'all what man coverage is, and to basically explain how it works and how different people run it, or the different ways of running man coverage. Now, like I said, it's a very black and white defense. Everybody has a man, and then there's 2 zones on the field. Now, there's a few ways people like to run man coverage. Now, obviously, everybody's still going to be manned up, but either A, they blitz, or B, they have 2 people in zone coverage in different areas of the field. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the main ways that I see people run it is either they run flats on the sidelines, or they just call it all out blitz. You rarely see, well, sometimes you'll see a cover 1 hole and then they use the middle guy, but you rarely really see those cover 2 mans where it's 2 deep halves from the safeties, and then the DBs are matched up. You rarely really see that from good skilled players. They usually are making adjustments and putting those flats on the sidelines and running this so they don't get hit over the top with a post or something like that. That's what you're mainly going to see from the more skilled players. Now, if you do run against a cover 2, it's very simple to beat, and I'll point it out when I show y'all ways to beat certain, the blitz or the cover 1. I'll say it also beats the cover 2 man, and the cover 2 man is 2 deep halves up top versus having one deep blue in the middle and then 1 middle linebacker playing zone. Now, that's the only difference. Now, I will show y'all, it's no real difference on how to beat the man coverage. It's just the only difference is the amount of time you have to get the ball off and what you want to look for against certain coverages. Well, not really what you want to look for, but mainly just the amount of time you have in the pocket. Because if they blitz you, you don't have much time, man. So you're going to have to make quick decisions. Your routes are going to have to take less time and stuff like that, man. So let's go ahead and hop into the ways that we beat man coverage. Alright, y'all boys, before we hop actually into the actual the plays and stuff like that, I want to give y'all a few pointers. Now, one thing that's important about beating man coverage, especially when they have good DBs, is you want your receivers to have abilities that beat man coverage. So whether it's the out elites or the ends elites or the route tech, all those have specialized in something, and whichever one you have, you want to use to your advantage. So if you have mid out elite, you want to run corners. If you have mid in elite, you want to run post, well, short post. You have deep in elite, you can run a deep post. If you have short in elite, slant, etc. Now, that's very important because I'm not gonna lie, you can get strapped really bad if you're just not using your abilities to your advantage, and you're just trying to do it the hard way and not use your abilities. So that's one thing that's important from the jump. Next thing that's important is your formation, man. Your formation. You want to call certain formations against certain things. Now, in my opinion, bunch is a great formation. But it's not always the most ideal in against a man blitz. Sometimes it can be, depending on what your scenario, your personnel is. Like the Chargers have a great personnel to kind of run bunch because Keenan Allen has, I believe he has mid out elite, and that corner from this like wide trail play will be very effective. And then we have a big body receiver coming in on that inside from Mike Williams running that post. So it has a lot to do with personnel, but there's a few routes and stuff that you want to look for when picking your play in formation. Now, one thing I can say about man coverage in this game is that double moves work, but it's not guaranteed. So like sluggo seam can literally get you a 1-play touchdown if your receiver on the outside beats the corner off the double move. But the double moves, you want to look for double moves when you're playing against an opponent who's not pressing. If they're pressing, do not run double moves because it never works. As long as I've been trying to run double moves against a pressed man, it doesn't work. You're better off just trying to go for a streak. But if they're playing off coverage or anything like that where they're not getting hands on you, you're good to go as far as the double moves go. Another good, like I said, it has a lot to do with personnel, but corner routes, post routes, double moves, and then the rest of them you can literally make the adjustments to make, so we're not going to worry about it too much. And another tip I like to give, man, if you're playing somebody who's bad at the game and they still have linebackers in the game, find you a formation with 4 receivers and just torch whoever the linebacker's guarding. Just go ahead, hit that receiver, because he's going to be able to outrun him 10 out of 10 times. So a great formation with 4 receivers. 2 of them is gun box and trips halfback weak, both in the Buccaneers playbook. Now I'm just going to hop in one of these and show y'all against a regular cover 1 hole, no blitz, no nothing, and I'm just going to go through my reads and progressions and show y'all what works. Y'all, man, here we have it. So like I said, the play, this is not a scheme, so do not try and pay too close of attention what the exact play I'm running. It's all about route combos here and what you want to look for against man coverage. Now, first things first, you want to look at your matchups, see who has the mismatch and who doesn't. So as y'all can see, Trevon Diggs is over here, which is their best corner, on circle, which is a receiver that's not even our first or our second read. Probably 50% of the time, man. Like he's out of the equation, not necessarily, but we're mainly looking for Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, our number 1 and number 2, and Austin Eck, because he's a good receiving back. That's another important thing. If you have a receiving back, use them, because it's gonna come in clutch. Those Texas routes kill man coverage. But first things first, first route I want to talk about is the post. The post, crazy man beater, man. Now against a cover 1 hole, it's not that great because it takes a little while to develop, because you have to wait for the post to get across the linebacker, across the safety on the other side of the field. So when I run a post, I either run a slant coming from the other side of the field, or if I have a receiving halfback, or if I have the quarterback ability to where I can add extra routes, I'm just going to go ahead and put my halfback on a Texas. And then as far as square goes, another great man beating route is the corner with the hot route master, but I'm going to show that a little later. So we're just going to put him on like a comeback. One thing about man coverage and you're playing against a user is you don't want to have too many people run the same direction, because you're going to get baited. I kid you not, playing this game for too long, you're going to get baited. It's going to be a time where you just make the wrong decision if you have too many people run the same way in the same area. So I suggest, you feel me? Just have people spread out across the field. Now, so this is just the basics, a basic route combo that you can probably find anywhere. It doesn't even have to be a post, it could be a slant. Just have 2 people going across the middle of the field. Easy. Boom. Wait for him to split that linebacker. Easy completion over the middle of the field. Easy dots, man. Especially when you have, like I said, when you have that 4 receiver formation on the field, it's going to be tough to stop you. Now, another route that you can call in this game is a zig route. One of the best man beating routes in the game. Only thing you have to watch for is if they take their safeties, put them in hard flats, sometimes they can get there, break it up. But if it's just on an island out to the outside, you're gonna have that zig route wide open. And like I said, you don't want too many people in that area, so we just went ahead and put R1 on a slant, and he's probably gonna beat his man as well. But the user, they play, if there's only one route going across the middle of the field, the user's gonna play it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take square and put him on that corner route we was talking about. So now we got a zig, a corner, a slant, all 3 man beating routes. Now as far as your halfback, if you want to put him on a Texas, you can put him on a Texas, because if you look, he has enough time to get open in a space to where there's none of your receivers are at. Your zig's gonna be underneath, he's gonna be over the top, and by the time he gets to that curl, it's a dead play by them. And so yeah, and then the slant in the corner on the complete opposite side of the field. So this is a great route combo. Now, only problem with this is you have to make quick decisions because you don't have that extra blocking from your halfback. So if you want to block your halfback, block your halfback. If you want to put them on routes to kind of beat man coverage, do that. You just have to make your reads quick because they gonna get there quick. So boom, like I said, too easy. Not the biggest gain, but you're gonna get at least 5 yards every time on that zig route. Even when they play outside, they still beat them I just want to show that one more time and show y'all how much stuff gets open. So boom, across the middle of the field. All you have to do, lead him underneath that slant, easy completion as well. Boom. Same exact setup, man. This is just one play, bro. One play, and we got so many routes that just beat man coverage. Boom. We have our halfback wide open for a big game. Too easy, man. Like, this is the perfect way to beat man coverage. As far as this corner route goes, boom. I don't really like to run it those corner routes when he's super far to the outside because he doesn't really have much space to catch the ball. But y'all see he got a little open. You just got to kind of put it on the money. I don't know why he's not catching it, but he's open, chat. Y'all can see he's open. I'm not about to call it again. But yeah, so that's basically how you beat man coverage. So I'm going to just go ahead and give y'all a quick breakdown on what I just did just in case you didn't catch it. So boom, post routes, zig routes, corner routes, Texas routes, beat man coverage. Oh, I forgot a route. Actually, we're gonna go over one route. I'm finna go to a different play and show y'all because I literally forgot to do something that I said in the beginning of the video, and that's use Keenan Allen's outside ability. So I'm gonna show y'all the corner route just to put that on display for y'all right quick. All right, y'all boys. Now here we go. We going against the man blitz, and we got our corner route on the field. Now, yes, the rest of those routes work from the cover one. They all work here. Now, the ones you want to really stay away from when they're sending a crazy blitz at you, you want to stay away from. Really, honestly, I'm going to keep it a buck. The Texas route is cool sometimes, depending on if they have a good user or not. Because if they have a good user, they're going to guard the Texas route long enough to where their pressure gets there. And you're probably going to throw a Stevie or you're going to have to take a sack one. The post is good because if you throw it off the cut and you have abilities on them, they're going to be wide open. The corner route can be good depending on if your receiver is beating that DB. If he's not beating that DB, then stay away from the corner route. So you want to look for your zigs, your slants, no double moves when they're man blitzing you because you don't really have enough time. So zigs, slants, post, corners. That's the main four I look for, and you want to call them from different areas on the field. You don't just want to have a corner coming from the same spot every single time. You want to do it in different areas so they don't pick up on it, start user guarding it and stuff like that, because you want to beat the man coverage until they have to switch the zone. When they switch the zone, that's when you really start to kill them. If you want to know how to beat a cover 3, all you have to do is go on my channel. Go to the video a few days ago, man. I have a whole tutorial on how to beat cover 3 and just torch it, man. But boom, so here we have a little blitz, and we have a Texas route here, but it's coming from our tight end. But boom, call hut, and the thing is, you can just get it out your hands immediately. Doesn't really take too much time. And the thing about zero coverage is once you beat that guy off that corner or whatever, you have nobody to beat because it's only that man that's guarding him. So you only have to worry about him. Nobody else is going to be able to tackle you. The thing about the post is sometimes, like I said, they play that inside coverage. So you just have to make the read to know whether or not to throw that in there or not. But Texas route does get open quickly on the underneath. You just have to make your decisions quick. And if you see a user, I suggest just try and throw away from the user. That's why I feel like corner routes is so good because the user's usually never going to be playing that outside like that. If so, they're weird, and you have the middle of the field wide open to just go crazy, work with slants, Texas routes, posts, whatever. If they're using your corner route, that's when you just torch the middle of the field. But as y'all can see, man, you usually want to have your best receiver running the corner route because you want to be able to throw it immediately without no hesitation, knowing that your receiver is probably going to win the route. But like I said, bunch is kind of the perfect formation to do it out of because a lot of the times, if you have your number one receiver at the top of the bunch, then a safety is going to be guarding him, and a safety versus your number one receiver, you should always win that battle when they're in man coverage 9 times out of 10. But I'm literally just spamming it to a corner route every single play, man. Every single play. Now, if he has a different ability to where it works for post, just do it on the post. Just throw it immediately for post. Make sure there's no user guarding it, and just throw it to the post immediately, man. I kid y'all not, the man blitz is not that hard to beat this year unless you make it hard. Now, I'm speaking for franchise players and regs players. My MOP players, This does work too, but it's a little tougher because you don't know what abilities you're gonna play. Some people might have one step ahead on everybody, so you just gonna have to, you feel me, take what they give you. But as far as regs and franchise, man, you gonna kill with this every single time, man. And it's just that simple. I feel like a lot of people make this game way harder than it really needs to be. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. Alright, y'all boys, if y'all enjoyed that video, please be sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, sub up and turn that post notification bell so you can get notified every single time I post. And comment down below what type of videos y'all like to see from me in the future. Also, don't forget to check out those links down below in the description. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord, man, so you can, you feel me, have that personal interaction with me. And it's your boy Ben, and I'm out, man.